Guys, hope all of us are doing fine. My name is Ernest, and this is Ernest Sciences and Mathematics TV channel. First, before you proceed, I'd like to request our members to kindly subscribe to our channel and also engage us in the comment section so that we can be assisting one another in trying to find some of the ways of discussing these particular topics, especially in mathematics, physics, chemistry, and biology. So in this case, we are going to look at types of variables. And this is going to be, of course, a follow-up discussion from the previous discussion we had on various terms in the concept under the concept of statistics. Now, I mentioned from my previous discussion that the concept of a variable basically refers to as an item of interest which is going to take various numerical forms. And of course, in our discussion for today, I'm going to look at the two specific categories of variables, and that's going to open for us a window of understanding their specific applications as we're going to go ahead to some of the specific topics under discussion. Now, as I mentioned, of course, this is going to form a set of items of interest, and as I've mentioned, of course, they are going to take different numerical forms. Now, in this case, we're going to take these variables to be some form of data. So therefore, we can be able to give this one, or we can give this one as types of data given in that specific form. Now, these are going to constitute two specific forms of data, which are going to be one qualitative and quantitative. Now, from this specific description, we can have this specific aspect of the quality and the quantity being given a meaning from this specific case. Now, for the qualitative aspect, we're going to see that for a qualitative variable or set of data, this is going to constitute all the, of course, non-numerical values that cannot be measured. For example, if I'm trying to enumerate some data and I'm going to have this specific characteristic of gender, then therefore this one cannot be given in terms of a numerical value, and therefore it's going to constitute what we refer to as a qualitative kind of variables. Now, there are a range of qualitative kind of variables that we're going to come across in our various discussions, especially on the concept of what I've mentioned as gender, perhaps religion, religious affiliations, and other aspects of this specific set of variable. Now, contrary to that, we're going to have a quantitative, and from this specific definition of a quantity, then therefore this is going to entail, of course, a set of variables which are numerical in nature, and this one can be therefore measured. So therefore we can give one of the characteristics of this specific, or we can say that this one cannot be measured as one of the main characteristics, whereas this one is measurable. Therefore, this is going to constitute all our numerical variables that can be measured. And one of these, which I can give an example, is the number of students perhaps in a school. And this one can be given in terms of a numerical value. So therefore, this one will constitute of a quantitative variable. Now, we're going to come across various sets of variables in our discussions in this specific broader topic of statistics. And those are going to assist us, of course, to interpret some of the data, or the data which is going to be, of course, under investigation or our data of interest, as I had mentioned earlier in some of our videos. Now, check our description boxes for various links of other videos, which, of course, are going to be involving the concept of variables, and they're going to be assisting us, of course, in collaboration with this specific video, in case we mention these two specific terms of quantitative and qualitative variable, then therefore it's going to make sense for us that qualitative is going to be a set of non-numerical variables that can't be measured, whereas quantitative is going to be a set of course, variables which can be measured and are numerical variables. Therefore, that is it for now, guys. Bye. God bless you. Catch us in our next video.